Okay, I think we in there. Okay, yeah, we in there. We in there. You know, some Negro talk right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me get my Instagram going. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, what's going on? Tuning in now to another episode of This or That podcast. I'm your host, Alexander the Great, and I have another special guest in today. Uh, we got a KC Phemse, you know, that's leading the way of the new pack of women that's taking over the rap game in not just Kansas City, but just all over the world. Seems like women leading the pack. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hey, it's Maccn Azz Reese in the building. Buzz me the fuck in now. What's good? What's going on?
What's good? What's good? How you
Talk to
feeling?
me nice. Talk to me nice. I'm feeling good.
You
How you
are?
feeling?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yeah,
I
I'm feeling good outside.
Yeah,
know,
nah, it
ready
really
good.
is. It really is. I appreciate you coming on.
For sure. I appreciate you having me.
For sure,
How
for
you
sure.
feeling, black man?
I'm chilling, man. Just trying to keep this podcast thing going.
Absolutely.
Sorry we late. We had a couple of technical difficulties, and
It's all
but we
good.
in there right now. All right, so we're gonna get this thing started. You hip hop artist, man, coming out of Kansas City. You know, when did you start rapping, and what made you kind of, start that journey?
I kind of
I'm
started
over here.
rapping when I was like a teenager, high school, whatever, in cafeteria, typical, in the cafeteria with the homies or whatever.
Mhm.
Locker room, bus stop type, I didn't get serious about it till, about maybe about 3 or 4 years ago though.
Okay.
Got serious about it. How I started off. I started off rapping with like poetry. So I wrote poetry at first. Like that was my thing. I had, notebooks full of poetry. Whatever. Then it kind of just snowballed, what I'm saying, into rapping, into music. I figured like that was my passion. Like I fell in love with it.
Right. How old was you when you started that?
When I started with rapping,
Just writing poetry.
Writing poetry,
Yeah.
I was about 15, 16 years old when I started writing poetry.
Did somebody inspire you to do that, or is it just coming out of your heart and your feelings?
Kind of just coming out of my heart and my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, I really didn't have nobody to inspire me poetry wise. You know what I'm saying? Music wise, it was Missy Elliott for me.
Oh, word.
Like, I'm chubby, dark skinned, you know what I'm saying? And it was like somebody on TV, it's kind of like self representation.
Right.
I really didn't have that for real. So when I seen her, I was like, blown away. I'm like, oh, that's
like, oh
lit.
shit,
Like,
she could do this.
I can do it.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
right, right.
she can do it. You know what I'm saying? I can do it. And I fell in love with music as soon as I seen Missy Elliott on TV. Like, yeah, she was just real dope to me.
Okay.
Then it was the Brat too.
Okay, yeah, Chicago. She from the Shire. That's what's up. So you said you was in school, and like when you started to endeavor into the music side from poetry, you start like what, going to the? I remember the back tables and rap sessions and stuff.
You know how niggas used to be with the pencil beating on the table or whatever, making beats on the table. It really started from that. Just you kind of breaking the nigga cipher or whatever. Like, man, y'all ain't talking about it. Let me see. Let me let me get on. But yeah, that's really how it started. Just shit at school, freestyling with my homies and shit. Then I could, I kind of dialed back a little bit because it was just a hobby back then. It was just something I liked to do. Then I'll say like, like 3 or 4 years ago, I got serious about it. Like, somebody was like, you really dope, like you should consider doing this. Like you should really, give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? So
you said 3-4 years ago you got serious about it.
Yeah.
But you've been rapping much longer than that.
Yeah, but I didn't, start taking it seriously till like 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay, but people knew who you was though, because I knew who you was more than 4 years ago as a rapper though. So, but going back to the school days, and not to get off of that side, so was it a lot of guys that you was rapping against? Was it any other females at the table with you, or was you just kind of taking on the men at the time?
It was really just the dudes. It wasn't no girl rappers like coming up when I was in high school, like trying to do it for real. Not that I knew of anyway. But yeah, it was just always, me and the boys hanging and ganging. You know what I'm saying? Like it really wasn't no other female rappers for real. Okay. That kind of made me stick out too. Like, dang, she got bars, she hard. So yeah.
Was it any of the MCs in school that you kind of looked up to that you thought was dope, that you kind of like catered your style with, or like I don't feel like you got a Missy Elliott style, so who did you kind of like cater your style towards, or who was you influenced by to like say, all right, this is how I want to come raw, or this is
I say like besides Missy Elliott, because even though I don't sound like her, she was a heavy influence. It was Mia X,
yeah, okay, I can see that.
Marvelous.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it was like all them put together. You know what I'm saying. Then you got me.
right. No, I see that. Yeah. Because Missy was creative, definitely. But
definitely
you like raw, like when you spit though. Like Missy was kind of like colorful a little bit. Like I can't see too. I don't know. She might have. I don't know. I can't say she had like too many hardcore like where she was like really going. But she did have some stuff where she was spitting though.
Yeah.
So I can see that. I can see that. So then from that point, you like I'm doing this stuff in high school or in the school cafeterias. Did you at that time, because you say you took it serious just like 4 or 5 years ago, but did you ever like start getting in the studio from that point, like and things like that?
Like not for real. Not when I was in high school. I wasn't like I really wasn't taking it seriously. It was just like a hobby, something I like to do, something that was fun to me. But like as time progressed or whatever, I get around people and niggas playing beats or whatever.
Right.
I always had friends that was, either doing music or thinking about doing music. So, back then we had CDs and everything. So niggas that had beats on CDs or whatever, they put the CD in and we just freestyling over the beats or whatever.
Okay.
So sometimes niggas be like, well, you kind of, you kind of hard for a girl. Then I'll be like, nah, I'm hard, period.
Straight up.
Yeah, like, nah, I'm hard, period. And, like I said, it kind of just it can really kind of just snowball. Like after your peers kind of just keep pushing you to do it, and you kind of like, I really like this. I really fuck with this. Yeah, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Right. So when you first got into that studio, what was that experience like? When you first
it felt like home. Like, have you ever walked into a place and you feel a vibe as soon as you walk in? Like it's either a good vibe or a bad vibe. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was a good vibe. Like it felt like home for real. Like I be calling the studio like my sanctuary sometimes, because that's where I feel like the most comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's where I could let loose and blow off steam, or whatever. And I ain't tripping off who looking, nobody judge. I mean, not that I be tripping off that shit anyway, but I'm just saying like that's where that's like my second home for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the first time I was in there, I'm like, yeah. Like where I been, you're like, man, where you been? You supposed to been in here.
So you feel like that's where you should have been a long time ago. A lot of people usually have like the nerves and the jitters in that booth at first. I know I did when I used to do music at a point in time. So
it was different for me. It felt like this is where I'm supposed to be.
I got you. I got you.
Kick your shoes off, stay for a while.
Okay. You know so when you first got in the studio, did you do like a solo song, or was you like getting featured on somebody else's track?
No, I did a solo song. It was called My Hustle or whatever. I had a little boyfriend from the north side at this time, and we was thumbing through some beats, sitting in the car or whatever. And I had came up, with a hook to the song, and he was like, "Hey, that motherfucker hard." He was like, "I'm taking you to the studio." You know what I'm saying? And he took me to the studio. Shout out to Art Swan. Art Swan, one of the first studios, you know what I'm saying, I went to for real when I got serious about my music like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was called My Hustle, and that was the first song I did on my own.
Nah, straight up. Nah, definitely shout out to Twan. I fuck with Twan. I know Twan. I stepped in the lab. He used to have it before he left down for there. But nah, straight up. That's what's up. So did you ever feel like getting into the hip hop world, rap game, that it was at that time definitely male heavy? Did you ever feel kind of like you had to prove yourself in this?
A lot of times, because you'll have niggas like trying to tell you how you should be rapping, like you should be rapping like this, you should be rapping like that, or even trying to tell you like how you should look. Like I dealt with a lot of niggas telling me how I should look, how I should be dressing, how I should be rapping, or even telling me like I shouldn't be rapping like this, I shouldn't be rapping like that. Like you really, like when you a female rapper and you want to be respected, you really do gotta prove yourself. You gotta let niggas know like you not no pushover. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta, what they saying, stand on business for real. Because it is a lot of female rappers that, you know what I'm saying, they do whatever they feel like they need to do to get a leg up. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't be on that. But when producers and motherfuckers, deal with females like that, you kind of just gotta protect your image, you gotta protect your reputation, you gotta make sure motherfucker respect you at the end of the day. Because like I said, everybody ain't on that. You got people like me who like to do square, I call it square business. Like I'm not coming trying to get nothing for free or a deal on nothing. I realized to make money, you gotta spend money. Like we was talking about earlier, having a budget, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. So it's like I'm not on that, you know what I'm saying, at all. And sometimes you just gotta be up front or be blunt. For real. Like, nigga, I'm not on that. I'm on square business. If that's what you want, I can take my business elsewhere. For real. Like, it's a million producers in this motherfucker.
It definitely is. And it's a million promoters and some million everything. Man. Facts. So like just going through, you know, like bobbing and weaving through the industry in Kansas City of the entertainment hip hop world. I know, like, I'm pretty sure you ran into some situations where you had to, like, where you maybe like put yourself in a situation where you thought it was cool and then you tried to get out of the situation or something like that. Like, say for instance, you had signed up to do a show or something, and then when you get there, it wasn't what they did on the back end. Like, how do you deal with situations where you run into something like that?
A lot of shit you gotta handle with grace.
Being a woman too,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit you gotta, especially being a woman, you gotta handle with grace. Because some things don't be well, I ain't even gonna say some things. A majority of the time, that shit don't be personal. It be business. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if somebody feel like they could take advantage of you or get over on you or something like that, more than likely they go try it. They go do what they call check your temperature. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have my temperature checked before when I first started doing this shit, because I was doing a lot of shit for free. You know, trying to get you, when you first start doing music and shit, yes, you're going to have to do shit for free because you're trying to get your buzz up. You're trying to get your exposure and all of that. So I felt like I did a lot of things for free the first few years or whatever. And now I'm not really, you know, on that. Now you gotta pay me. You gotta do that. Period. Point blank. I just, you know, that's just where I'm at with it. So I done had situations where, you know, I didn't have to talk to a motherfucker about feeling like I deserve to be paid or whatever the case may be. And we didn't have to have a conversation, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like, no, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean by you gotta handle things with grace. A lot of situations can be resolved by a simple conversation. You know what I'm saying? And if you got that, and if you had that conversation, then it don't get resolved, then you could, you know, take whatever measures you need to take afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But that's really like one of the main situations I done had before. Like, when motherfuckers just be feeling like you go keep on doing shit for free. And it's like, no, this is my time, my effort, my labor. Like, you gotta shit. I want to be paid too. You pay the doorman, the host, everybody get You know, what about the artist? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, I'm over here. I'm open. You know what I'm saying?
Like we were saying, I was saying when we was talking before too. Like, the rappers are like the prostitutes in the game. I feel like, you know, y'all get pimped out the most, man. Like,
because it's a billion rappers in Kansas City, you know what I'm saying? And everybody want, you know, that exposure. So it's like, if you got a promoter saying like, I'm gonna give you 8 minutes on stage, you gonna be the headliner or whatever, you gonna feel like, okay, he might not be paying me, but he's showing me love. Like, no, he's basically telling you what you want to hear. He giving you what you want. You gonna get tired of doing that after a while. You know what I'm saying? And they go keep on doing it. As long as you let them do that to you, they go keep on doing it to you.
So in the rap game though, sometimes it is like, sometimes you might have to be like, all right, I do that just off the strength. You know what I'm saying too?
And that's why I said the first few years I did. You know, I did a lot of things for, you know, songs, shows, all of that, because I wanted to get my buzz up. I wanted to get my, you know, my exposure up. I wanted, you know, people to listen to my music. But you know, of course, so I feel like once you start coming to me like, hey, you know, I want you. Okay, I feel like, all right, now you coming to me.
Your leverage is up.
You should be also offering me, you know, something that's beneficial to me. That's all I'm saying. Fair is fair.
Especially when you got the leverage. And speaking of that, just saying like how the rap game is like 90% business, you know. So like, speak on the fact that like how, like, when you, like, I'm pretty sure when you first started doing the free stuff, you wasn't as business savvy. Like, what things have you learned, just like as far as like from the business side versus just the artist side where you perform and stuff?
You gotta speak up. You got to speak up. If it's something that you want or it's something that you feel like you need and you're not getting, you gotta speak up. Can't be afraid. You also gotta have thick skin.
Right.
Everybody not gonna fuck with your music. Everybody don't fuck with my music. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool because I fuck with my music.
Right.
I fuck with me, and I have my supporters. You know, so I focus more on the people who is supporting me, not the people who not. But you do gotta have me doing this for as long as I've been doing it now, you do got to have thick skin. You can't be timid, and you got to be able to, to speak your mind and stand up for yourself, especially if you're a female artist, because niggas is going to try you.
Yeah, for sure.
All the time, especially if you a new female artist and you trying to, get your exposure up, get your buzz up and everything. You go run into some greasy ass nigga. You're gonna run into some greasy ass niggas. I'm telling you now. Like, so it's kind of like just have your awareness up, be on your toes.
Right.
When it comes to certain things, ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. You don't know something or whatever, or nigga talking studio lingo to you ain't familiar with.
What the hell you talking about?
Yeah.
What the fuck did you say, nigga? What that mean though?
Ask questions. Don't just be agreeing to shit. Don't be signing shit and you don't know what you signing.
And that's real. Like, speaking of that, like that's even more crazy. Like yeah. So have you ever have someone ever came to you with some kind of wild ass offer, like, hey, da 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 da, and
yeah, and it wasn't shit for real. They had like 2 other artists who hadn't did anything in like 5 or 6 years. Because my thing was, where are your other artists at?
Oh, right.
And
it was like a record label kind of deal type of like, come join my
and when I would go and look up the other artists, they had kind of been stagnant, a little complacent for the last 5-6 years. So that's gonna lead me to I'm looking at your track record.
Right.
I'm not interested. I'll stay an independent artist. I think that's what's best for me.
Facts.
Know what I'm saying? I'll do that. Instead of dealing with the shadiness, the shystiness, the Chris Stokes of the business, I'd rather not.
Not the Chris Stokes.
Not if I can avoid it. And I like to tell people, well, not even people, just aspiring artists or whatever, register your music.
Yes.
Have your paperwork together. Because if you don't, and you just out here what I call free balling, where you just rapping, you not doing that, somebody can just come scoop your shit up, and you won't be able to do anything about it.
That's the type of stuff I like to be on now. There's giving artists that kind of game that information, because they
BMI, your ASCAP, or something,
whatever, you
register your songs, register your music,
own your shit, and go get your LLC so you can get your publishing.
All of that. Your paperwork together. That is utmost of the utmost importance.
That's the first thing. That's the business part. Like I said, we were just talking about, like, it's more business in this rap game than it is just rapping and performing. Like, most people just want to be on the stage and rapping, or in the studio and rapping, and not understanding that, all right, that's only 10% of your job.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where artists differentiate from each other. The people that you don't see, because they just in the rapping studio and doing the thing. Yeah. But so when you start, going through your journey, you're in the lab now, you feeling it, you like, oh, this is where I want to be. Did you, like, from that point, like, all right, I'm ready to drop an album? Like, I know back then they probably was album heavy, when like singles like it is now. So what was your focus once you realized, hey, this is what I want to do? Where did you start going from there?
See, the thing about that is, like, once I felt like I wanted to do music and shit, I really wasn't like focused on dropping a project at first. I was more focused on like doing features.
Okay, you was on the feature side, trying to get on other people's shit.
Yeah, trying to get my exposure out, trying to get my buzz up and shit like that. So I'm just now getting ready to like drop my first project or whatever. So that motherfucker's gonna be called Jump Out the Pot.
Out the Pot. Y'all hear right now, this or that.
Called Jump Out the Pot. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of big things popping with that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I got a couple singles dropping off that motherfucker real soon, like coming ASAP. We got a photo shoot coming up tomorrow, type shit. For the album cover.
Well, we got my photographer. We get you photo shoots too if you need. Anybody, that's something. But so when you got the lab and you hit the lab, now your stage. When did you first touch that stage, and how did that feel to you? Like, what was that feeling like when you first hit that stage and performed that song that you just took out the studio?
Man, that feeling for real be like unexplainable, because you be kind of, man, you just be kind of just like, damn, this started in my brain. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm hearing it's on wax. So the first time for me, shit, like, I was excited, you know what I'm saying? I had the little jitters or whatever at first, just a little bit, but like once I got on stage, shit, it was all good.
Okay.
Like I don't know. Like I said, I just feel comfortable. That's my passion. That's what I love doing. So it never, you know what I'm saying? Like it never.
You had to get used to the feeling. It was like, okay, I like this feeling.
Yeah, I like this feeling. You know what I'm saying? I love this feeling.
I love this shit.
Yeah, I love this shit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when she hit the stage, she's like, okay, yeah, this is definitely what I want to do.
Yeah, this is definitely what I want to do. And when you see people like knowing the words to your songs and shit, that's a different feeling as well. Like, damn, they rapping the lyrics to my song. Oh, yeah, that's dope as fuck.
Facts. Is it any like female artists in the game that you fuck with, like the industry, as far as and then as far as like in Kansas City too? Like, give me like your top 3 female MCs right now.
See, y'all always do this to me.
I just had. Well, you ain't gotta give me your top 3. Who do you like in the industry? You ain't gotta top them. Just who you like
in the industry.
Yeah, give me in the industry.
I like. I fuck with Cash Doll. I like Cash Doll.
Is that the chick that was with the baby for a little bit, or no? Am I tripping? It's one chick.
Nah, she from Detroit over there.
She from Detroit. She a little skinny, dark skin chick.
Yeah, she a dark skin chick. She was actually just here. She had a concert here.
What was her song? Was it the one she had the song with the chinging noise, and she had a video where she was robbing niggas or something?
Yeah, she got a song called "Cash Me Out." She also got a song called "These Niggas for Everybody." That's real popular.
Okay,
I like her. I like her. Though. That's my nigga. She be talking that shit.
Shout out to Cash Doll. Shout
out to Cash Doll. Like, give me as far as the industry.
Yeah, just give me 3. Give me good 3. Or all right, so put it in perspective. Give me 3 industry females right now that you would want to do a song with. We got Cash Doll. Seems like you would want to do a song with her. Give me 2 more that you want to do a song with.
Oh, goodness.
This or that.
Yeah, this or that. God damn.
Well, give me 1 more at least. She gave me 1. Just give me 1 more. I want to do 3 for the area, but give me 1 more.
Because that's why I don't even like damn.
If you ain't got no more, then you say I ain't got no more, or unless you got a lot.
No, I ain't got a lot though. Because my thing is, motherfucker, I don't know. My thing is, motherfuckers got to catch my ear for real. That's really what it is. And I think lately, just ain't nothing just been like catching my ear industry wise.
Facts.
Now, like my town, locally or whatever, shit been, you know what I'm saying, shit been catching my ear, whatever.
Okay, so from the town,
this girl Killer, I think her name Killer T.
Killer
T, Killer, something like that. She hard. She
Killer T.
I want to say it's Killer T though. I'm trying to get your name right. I want to say it's Killer T though, but she hard as fuck. Okay. I like her shit. Everybody know I like Miss Kush and Rob Lowe the Star. I fuck them gang and them. I fucks with them and shit.
All right, no, Miss Kush and
Rob
Lowe.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of like up and coming. It's this girl I just did a song with her name, Lady K. Lady K is hard. Be looking out for her. We just did a song together. Hard. Be looking out for her. I like her style. You know, she different.
Yeah. No, she is. Different. I think I seen her perform at like soul sessions or something maybe.
So I'm like, yeah.
Have you ever performed at soul sessions?
Nope.
You need to go down there and perform one time on a Monday. It's dope. Okay.
I think I did it. They had like some Mondays going on at Black Charlie's or something.
Okay.
Like that. I think
shout out to Black Charlie's. Yeah.
I think they still. I don't know. I'm not sure if they still do it, but I think they still do it on Mondays.
Really?
I want to say they do. I don't know if they do it.
My sister was just on here the other day when I was streaming, and she was telling me that she know the lady who she was trying to get me to do my podcast at Black Charlie's. I was like, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so all right, but you gave me Lady T, Miss Kush, and who was the other one? Rob Lowe.
Yeah, I like Rob Lowe. My nigga Yanni Huss. You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga too. We actually dropping another single. We got one together already, but we getting ready to drop another one. You know what I'm saying? So be looking out for that. Me and my nigga Yanni Huss. Shout out to Yanni Huss. That's my sis. That's my baby.
Okay. So let's go switch it now from the females to the males in the industry. Who the men you fuck with in the rap gang? Like, who was your influences? Because we know you was influenced by Missy, and then who was the guys that you probably looked to?
Man, if anybody who know me know my favorite rapper is E40.
E40.
Like, that is Like
he okay.
he just does it for me, you know what I'm saying? But I like him. It's this other Cali rapper called The Boy. The Boy is hard too.
Mm-hmm.
I really like him. I think he slept on for real.
Okay. The Boy.
Yeah, The Boy.
So
He hard.
you like the West Coast, that show your flavor, like more of the West Coast?
I mean, I listen to everybody for
Right,
real,
right.
but lately it been like The Boy. I always listen to E40, but I like dude that just came out too. What's his name? Boss Man D-Lo.
I don't know. You
Boss
telling me.
Man D-Lo. He got the Hibachi song that's popular, but
Okay.
I've been
Google
listening
all
to
this
some of
shit.
his other songs or whatever. He
Yeah.
kind of hard too. He a Florida
Mm-hmm.
a Florida rapper. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He from the South.
Okay.
So I like his style too.
Yeah.
Um I listen to a few of them Detroit boys too. You know what I'm saying? RMC Mike. You know what I'm saying? Rio.
Okay.
Them guys.
Yeah.
I swear Visa. I listen to them guys.
I know
too.
that.
Funny
I know
Man.
I swear Visa. I know Funny Man. I don't know the other two
South
people.
Walker, you know
Yeah, I
what I'm
know
saying?
South Walker. Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So what you got coming up? You know, what you got going on now with the music shit? You say you about to put together an album, get that out.
I'm finna drop my project and everything. That's
You
my
got
that's my baby. That's what I'm really, you know what I'm saying, been working on, been
You got
coddling.
features?
Shit, yes, I do.
You want to tell him right now? No,
Nope,
you want okay.
I'm a surprise.
All right, we gonna roll with
I'm a surprise y'all. I think that'll be a nice little flavor, you know what I'm saying, for my supporters and shit to see who I worked with. They already know one, you know what I'm saying, one of them is Maccn Azz. Shout out to my bro Maccn Azz.
Yeah, we got Maccn Azz and really coming on the show on the 24th. Make sure y'all check that
my brother
out too.
my brother them ORP, then my brother them. But yeah. I'm definitely working on my project. That's like my little baby. So I am putting my all into that. I'm making sure that's, you know, how they say, got your T's crossing, your I's dotted, or whatever, because that's gonna be my first. So I want to make sure I do, you know what I'm saying, the best.
How many
I can do on that? I'm doing like 13 songs.
13, that's beautiful. I'm the 22 and 25 tracks. I think that'd be a lot.
Just do a little, you know what I'm saying? Just a little.
Yeah, you give them 12, 13. That's it. Yeah. And they gonna slap you 12, 13 tracks. And then the way the music is now, they like what, 2 minutes a song now, I think we got, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, don't nobody really do 3 verses.
No more. Now they barely do 2 now. Shit. You get 2 hooks in a verse.
Get a verse, a bridge,
yeah. You get some crazy like that.
Be lucky if you get a full hook out of nigga, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, so let's go and transition into that. So from the music stuff, like, is there any other thing that you be like dabbling into besides like music? I see your social media presence is crazy.
Yeah, like
you know,
besides I'm comic relief or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. Yeah. I know everybody be like, you should be a comedian. Like I say funny shit. I don't know how to like be like funny like on purpose. Like I'm just nigga, that shit be coming naturally. I don't be knowing what the fuck will come in my mouth sometimes. Right. So it's not like I be trying. It just happen that way sometimes. Other than that, my other passion is cooking. I love cooking. Okay. That I'm gonna probably start up a business. My kids would really like to do that. They've been on me about starting up a little business or whatever. So I've been actually really considering doing that as well because I'm real good at it. So yeah, besides the music, it'll definitely be that cooking. You know, it's money in that. People love it. Yeah, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Bax is real big. You know, man, all on the internet. That's everybody doing cooking, reviewing, cooking. Yep. Shout out! We got a review show. What is it? Hood Hops, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got produce Hood Hops, Breeze Hood Hops. So check that out on YouTube too. But with the transition of social media and like what is like taking over versus like just being like you said, it's like content creators now. Like you gotta like create content versus just being an artist. Like you can't just be an artist no more. So how do you kind of like balance that out? Like, cause like I said, your post be crazy. And you know what I'm saying? Then you like you post and then do you hit them with music or do you kind of like get them that and then let them discuss? Like how do you kind of do that? See, I got a little strategy, but I can't tell you what my strategy is. Give them a little hint, like so a little hint is thirst traps. Okay. I post thirst traps and immediately post links to my music, nigga. right afterwards.
Yeah,
because you already looking, so they like, damn, baby.
Okay, now she
hey,
rap
she
too.
got the angles. Oh, damn, baby. You know what I'm saying? And bam, right after that, music link. You know what I'm saying? Music, my music. I do, and it works.
That's
I
how.
do it all the time.
I see that. A lot of people use that game.
My posts are good. And it's really mainly like, let me tell you something. Like,
right.
A lot of people like to be secretive about supporting you. So
okay.
I get more reactions in my stories than I will on my posts. Like I post the same shit in my stories that I do on my page. But in my stories, like it'll get up to like, let's just say, like normally it'd be like 200 or 300, some shit like that. I get to posting them thirst traps. Oh, everybody looking. It's a 1.2K. It's 1,000, 1,500 motherfuckers looking, and then bam, my music right after that. So it's like the same motherfuckers who thinking, oh, she about to show that pussy next.
Right.
She about
and
to
then
show
it's
that boost knuckle next.
Buy
So
my
we do
album,
it, baby.
bitch.
Yep. Like and shit, it works.
At least it ain't the only fans, Nick. So I appreciate that.
I ain't doing that.
I'm gonna tip my head to you.
I
on
got
that
too much hustle muscle for that. Baby.
Nah, facts.
No shade to nobody.
No shade either.
No
but at least it ain't, because that's like, don't.
I got too much hustle. You know what I'm saying? In other means not.
And I ain't knocking nobody to do that, but I know promoters that kind of like put women on their first thing, and then the next thing could be all they shows and shit that they doing. It's like people. I mean, women beautiful. Women like looking at women. Men like looking at women. So absolutely, all day long. But
people like to be nosy, and people like to see what you're doing too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Some people be watching to see if you go fail. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people be watching to see if you go fail, if you go fall and bust your head. Like a lot of people don't really be clapping when you win type shit. They kind of, they face be tuned up. Or that's why sometimes I'll wait to share good news just cause I know a motherfucker ain't waiting to see me do good. They waiting to see me fail for real.
Right.
But I take all that in stride. I use anything, you know what I'm saying, that's sent to hurt my feelings, or, you know what I'm saying, make me feel some type of way. I use it as, motivation.
That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do. You got to use that shit and make it put like a fire under your ass and just push past that shit. But at the end of the day, that should be a bunch of nothing. It don't mean nothing.
The best revenge is success.
Happy hoes ain't hating. Hating hoes ain't happy.
Before I get into the segue of our this or that questions, because I'm definitely about to jump into that. Do you got any like shows that you want to tell people to check out, or like any dates you want to get motherfuckers to be on the aware about?
March 15th, I got a couple shows coming up. I'll be performing on the Westport, and I'll be performing at Nitro. So be looking out for me. I got 2 shows. Look, double booked. So I got 2 shows coming up. So those are the only 2 I got coming up right now. But I got other shit coming up, like my photo shoots, my, you know what I'm saying, my shit for my album. I'll be in the lab, in the studio, doing my 1-2, doing what I do. You know what I'm saying?
And I almost forgot too, while we do this, we're gonna open up the phone lines as well. So if anybody want to call in to say anything to Reese, man, ask her a question, anything before we go, I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Y'all can ask about anything y'all want.
Pick up the phone.
We got the phone lines open right now. I forgot. I like, I'm gonna get this right one day. All right, so we're gonna jump into the series of this or that questions. I'm just gonna ask you, you pick one. You know what? Since we live, if you don't pick one, but you probably gonna pick one. I was gonna say you got to take a sip of the wine, but anyway, we're gonna run it. The first question, let's run it. The first question I always ask everybody: which would you rather have, love or money?
Love.
Love. Okay. Would you rather have too much sleep or little sleep?
Too much sleep.
Too much sleep. You want to sleep all day? Yeah, that's what I think. I heard women say too much sleep. Unicorn or dragon?
Unicorn.
Music festival or art festival?
Music festival.
Okay. Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac.
Pac.
Yeah, he a Gemini like
all day. Gang. Yeah, we ganging in this month. We ganging. We ganging. Onion rings or French fries?
French fries.
You answer everything just concise. I think you had the most concise answers, nigga. Yes, that's what it is. Mountains or a beach?
Ooh, a beach.
Okay. Got a couple more of them. Go some KC base ones. Basketball, football.
Football.
Okay, and past or present?
Present.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go to Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
First one I always love to start out with, and this one can evolve into more. It depends on what you choose. All right. So we're gonna ask you which spot, Gates or Arthur Bryant's?
Gates.
Okay, that's what it usually goes. I had somebody pick Arthur Bryant. So yeah, I think Lou's picked Arthur Bryant. She ain't even really from KC though, but she been here for a while. Oh, yeah, everybody be on that Gates, man. Okay, so Gates or LC's?
Gates.
Okay. Was that a bad for LC's? Because you kind of looked at me like, did you say, like, nigga, why you asked me LC's?
I just like Gates over LC's.
Okay. What about Gates or Big T's?
Gates.
Okay. And Gates or Jack Stack?
Jack Stack.
Okay, you pick Jack Stack. Okay, we got another Jack Stack. So Jack Stack is the only competition for Gates. And Jack Stack ain't even that good. Only like I ain't man.
Look, preferences.
So that yeah, I guess. Hey, this is a new one I'm bringing out too, since you're a hip hop artist as well. So I'm asking you this one. You're gonna be the first person to ask this too. This might be controversial, but you know I'm going with this one. Richard Tech. I had to. Richard Tech. If not, you're gonna have to pull you up a cup. See, she's gonna pull up a cup. That's bull crap.
You played the whole game.
So you go okay. Hey, I just I'm about to start throwing that one in there with Richard Tech. See what people say. All right, this is the last one for KC while she pouring her up a drink. Prospect or Truce?
Prospect.
Okay. Everybody pick Truce, but Prospect is the place I would pick always as well. All right, well, shit, man. We almost wrapping it up right now, man. Any shout out you want to give? Anything you want to say before we go? I don't know. We can leave it open for a little bit. See if anybody calling. I doubt it though, because we just opened it.
I want to give a shout out to my kids. 3 the hard way. Team
Okay.
B3. Y'all think y'all need me, but I need y'all whole time, every time, all the time. Love y'all till it's backwards. Long way or no way. You hear me?
Facts. And where can they like reach your music, get your music, reach you if you want to get followed? I'm gonna put the links in the chat in the description.
I'm on everything. I'm on all platforms. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify. Everywhere. You can find me everywhere. Everywhere.
Maccn Azz Reese.
Maccn Azz Reese. Y'all see how to spell it.
Yeah, you know, I had to spell it right the first. I fucked it up the first time, but people always fuck my name up too.
Check me out, but hey, me the fuck in.
All day. Keep it going for the females in KC, man. Y'all keep doing your thing.
Absolutely.
Hey, it's been a dope ass show. I appreciate you for coming on. Thank you for giving me your time.
Thank you for having me.
All day, man. This is another episode of This or That podcast. I'm your host again, Alexander, the motherfucking great. Make sure y'all stay safe, keep God first, and be positive as possible.
All the time.
We gone.